I think the biggest problem this new Skate game has to live with is having to be compared to some of the best games ever made. You know, I remember playing the first Skate on my Xbox 360 back in the days, back when I still had the lights in my eyes, and I remember not knowing anything I was doing with that controller. I didn't know the different grind inputs, I didn't know which foot to push with, I still don't know how to not fall on my ass to this day. You'd think that'd be a problem, but honestly, I think it made the experience better for me. Especially thanks to the Flick It system. This shit hit my 9-year-old brain like it was crack. I'm serious. I was probably sitting here for hours just doing the same trick time and time and time again just to see like the screen get a little more saturated and the combo go up. This is something that I didn't really feel while playing Skate 3. What with me, you know, learning how fingers were supposed to move. I also played that one pretty late into my life, so you could say I kind of fell out of love with the series for a while. It being dormant for 15 fucking years didn't really help either, if we're being real. Oh yeah, that's right, I didn't mention this. The last game in the series came out 15 years before this new installment. 15 years. 15 years of a whole generation of people straight up begging for Skate 4. And even beyond that, it got to a point where people were like legitimately asking Electronic Arts on a daily basis to actually just do something, just anything with this franchise.
EA, it's time to make America skate again. Ba 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 da 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 da. Did Luke roll the intro? That wasn't cringy.
And that's when they finally answered. That's right, gamers. They're making a live service mobile game. Oh, okay, so no single player, no story mode. Okay, yeah, sure, no pressure. That's fine. I gotta say, as much as I was expecting a dog shit mobile version, and even with the bad server issues, right, which they were pretty bad.
Hello and welcome to the brand new Skate game. I'm quite excited to check this game out. I haven't seen any options yet. Oh, hello. What's happening here?
I will say though, when I first played this new game, I felt like Neo in the Matrix. You don't understand it. Now, yes, the Flick It system is still good. Yes, they figured that shit out in 2007. Like, it's not new, but still, it's pretty good. It's pretty good gameplay. You gotta admit. You just gotta admit, you can't just lie and say the gameplay is bad. Because saying the gameplay is bad on this game would probably mean saying the gameplay is bad on the first game. Because it's the same. Oh, okay, so you're telling me the game is good?
So what's the big fucking deal?
Well, let me finish. I still think there's one big thing missing from this game. On top of all the other stuff. There's one massive, major thing. One singular, very important thing about the old games. And I think is mysteriously missing from the new one. I think there is one thing that even if they tried, I don't think they could figure out now. And that's all the sauce they put in those fucking games. You could hang on the cars to gain speed. You could meet pro skaters around. You could see bones in your body break cartoonishly when you fail too hard.
Ouch.
You get chased around by security guards. You could dress like a normal human being. Sometimes the cameraman would talk shit when you go AFK for too long.
Hey, you just gonna leave me here like this? At least turn the game off.
And the menus, oh my God. You can open your backpack in this game and see all this shit get animated. The map looks like a real physical actual map of a place. The waypoints are like fucking red tag paint in the environment. Everything has this cool magazine style design to it. You enter your name in a fucking T-Mobile sidekick in this game. I don't think you understand this. This was before iPhone started having numbers behind their names.
We'll bring in the iPhone here. You can see it's...
This was just the iPhone. It truly gets insane the moment you realize this game came out 9 years before they figured out the recipe to make cool menus in video games, only to use it exactly once and never do it again. My second problem with this new game, the climbing. This is crazy. Just hear me out. Just walk with me for a second. I want you to imagine developing a skate game. You're trying to create the sensation of roaming around the city and finding cool spots, having fun on your board and stuff. Basically trying to keep your players getting around on their boards as long as possible. Because that's where the game happens, on the board. Now I want you to imagine the guy you're being forced to make the game with. Just really picture him. He just got back from his vacation on Little St. James Island. He just got done with his fucking Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough. And he shows up, right? And he goes, hey, you know what would be fun? He laughs like this. He goes, what if you had to get off your board and climb? for like 10 minutes. Like this other game. Do you remember that game? He's also racist. Did I mention he's racist? Why would you do this? Why would you do that? Why would you put the most boring part of another game as a mandatory way of reaching points on the map? Why? Well, this is supposed to be skyscrapers. They haven't figured out the advanced technology behind the elevator. I need to talk about this story for a second. Okay, in the lore of this game, I need to explain this because this is crazy. Actually, I don't even understand it fully myself, but whatever. In the lore of this, in the story of this game, skaters, as a hive mind, I guess, have somehow taken control of an entire city slash island slash like city state situation, and they have again somehow developed a secret way of like not feeling any pain. I don't know how that fucking happens. Now I understand what they were going for here, you know, an exaggerated, you know, cartoonish, very light-hearted world, not taking itself too seriously, right? And that would have been fine if the game had a, you know, an actual story. In the first, let me explain this, okay? In the first game, your goal is to rise to the top and become a pro skater, right? Pretty simple. On the way, you'll meet some other skaters, and they'll give you these opportunities to make your name, like, you know, make a magazine cover, shoot a cool video, try your hand at this infamous set of stairs that few people have conquered, whatever the fuck it is. There was always a reason for what you were doing, but that wasn't really the whole story. You see, I don't know anything about skateboarding. I don't want to skateboard. What if I fucking fall and die? What if I fall and split my head open smoothly? I never ended up trying it. But I remember going on the internet after a skate game sesh, right, on the Xbox, and seeing the guy from the game in real life on my screen. As a 9-year-old, I was like, whoa, like you can do that? Like I guess I didn't know you could do that. Obviously, after this, I looked up everyone in this game. This is when I actually found out that a lot of these guys were real record holders. Some of them have been skating for longer than I've been alive at that point. It opened my eyes to the insane history behind skating in general, an entire culture that had been growing for generations. You want to know the first person you talk to in this new skate game?
Oh, hi there. My name is V. I am an app designed to be your virtual guide. Become more reward to get. All these fun
You know what? But you know what? I'm actually glad that this is a live service game to an extent, because this means, and this is a dog barking. I'm glad this is a live service game to an extent, because really it means that it's not all dead. Like, hope is not lost, right? They can still make a good game. They can still update the game. They can still add good things. They can still add interesting shit to the store that would be interesting. Maybe a new map would be nice. They did say that any new part of the map would not be behind the paywall, so that would be nice. What is this? What is that?
Get my lawyer.